Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's main event. We have Mayo Hosko coming at you at 60 frames per second, 4K resolution, no sugar, no filler, just real whole egg! Let's get ready to Lego!
Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko, coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel.
Mayo Hosko, it's your boy, JP.
Real whole egg. Everybody say real whole egg. Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
There we go. Capture that, Mayo. That's for you. That's for you.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to Mayo Hosko. Go check them out. Real Whole Egg, a really fun show.
Everyone say real whole egg at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Real
whole egg.
Sweet. I'll cap that and then add it to the intro.
That's kind of fucked up though. It's a little off-centered.
Oh, apparently you have to say real whole. You want to say it or do you not?
I'm
It's going to clip us, but I'll say the other one.
Which one?
Egg.
Real whole egg.
Yeah.
It's the Australian way, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Is it not?
Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
Whole egg.
Eggs?
Oh, our timing was off, but
Do we go
that's
slowly or fast?
I think that was fine. Is that fine, or do you want us to do
Yes,
it slow?
because I actually prefer it when people do it all out of sync because that makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Everyone on the panel say it at the same time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are we saying again?
Real whole egg.
Whole egg.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Real
Whole egg. Close enough.
Real whole egg.
whole
Oh,
egg.
it's not gonna work because we're gonna be it's gonna be delayed. I don't know how we're gonna do this now.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, a little bit of no sugar, no filler, a whole lot of real whole egg coming up on these Fridays.
Hello, Miss Samba here, saying real whole egg. Mayo Hosko channel. Go check it out.
Real whole egg. There we go. I don't know what else you want. Wait, why am I... Are you talking about like what goes well with mayo? Also, how did you even come up with the name Mayo Hosko? Like, do you just love mayo? I don't know.
Real whole egg.
Rolling into the chat, we got to give a shout out. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg. Splat out. That's what I'm talking about. Mayo Hosko. Two whoop salute, Mayo. Welcome to the jankiness.
For Mayo Hosko, I give you a real whole egg. Wait, where did all these other eggs come from? What in the name of the Emperor is going on?
Everyone make sure to send in your videos of saying real whole egg and I'll add you to the intro. Thank you.
What's the buzz?
Stewie just said that.
Take it home.
Welcome, welcome to episode 63 of Real Whole Egg. I am your host, Mayo Hosko. Thank you for joining us today. It has been a very busy week. Lego is the greatest, this is your Lego classroom, and Lego is the greatest toy in the world. Unfortunately, my co-host, RC, is not here right now because he's dealing with those fucking hurricanes that is tormenting the state of Florida, and Ron DeSantis is running around like crazy, like he always does during the hurricanes. So yeah, I'm alone right now, but that doesn't mean we're not going to do a stream, because the show must go on, because I owe it to my subscribers, and my subscribers keep on going up because I upload videos that people like to watch. And so this is going to be a different type of stream today. We're going to talk about a lot of hodgepodge stuff, and we're going to do a lot of screen sharing just because I need to fill that gap. This is probably only going to be a 1 hour stream. We're going to try to get Crimson Toaster up in here if we can, because he applied to come on to today's shows. So before Crimson Toaster gets here, I wanted to talk about some things. So we're on YouTube Studio. I'm going to go to content, and I'm going to click on this video. It's the video I last updated. So I last uploaded. And if you haven't already watched it, then you should go back and watch it after the stream. It's called I Got My Job Back! Big changes again. And I have a lot to talk about this video in particular, because it's got an overwhelming response from the viewers. But let's see who's in the chat right now. So earlier we had Johnny G. Now we've got Mikey J, Chris, Team B, Grumpy J, 24, and Dario. Let me put the banner on. There's the banner. Yeah. And Mikey watched the video before the stream. So if you haven't watched the stream, if you haven't watched the video and you haven't seen my Instagram post, I got my job back. So like Dolly Parton, I am working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all talking and no giving, which is kind of the opposite, because I do a lot of giving and no talking at my job. I do a lot of giving, and I deliberately try not to talk because talking distracts me from my giving. So I am a mercenary at what I do. I'm a desk monkey, but I'm fairly accurate with high productivity. And if you're a working class person, then you know that hard work always pays off. Now, ownership is something else, but I pride myself at being a good employee, and I've seen people come and go from that workplace, and they keep on crawling back to me when they need my services, because I'm better than, well, if anyone knows anything about baseball, you might know the stat wins above replacement. I would probably score a 3+ on the wins above replacement at my job, because one, they don't have to train me because they've already trained me, and two, they know what they're getting out of me. They don't know what they're getting out of someone else who they might hire. And we got Crimson. Hey, Crimson.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn my. All right, there we go. You were just a little quiet, so I turned my volume up. Hello, everyone. This is Mayo Hosko coming to you in 720p at some resolution. No butter, no jam, just real burnt toast.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Crimson wanted to come on to today's show, and here he is. So now he can help fill the void of this sad, sorry, pathetic live stream that has been interrupted by that fucking hurricane. Anyway, so yeah, I'm excited to get my job back. I had a really tiring week. I feel really fatigued, but because it's daylight saving, I got to wait an hour later.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Nice.
hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Do you remember the 3 questions, Crimson?
I don't remember them exactly, but I remember essentially what they were gonna be. So
yeah. So let me give you a pop quiz. To your recollection, what do you think the 3 questions are?
I'm not gonna look at Instagram because that feels like cheating. I believe one of them was something to the effect of, "What Halloween sets do you want to talk about?"
Nope. That's
okay. Well, then I'm absolutely cooked. I'm absolutely cooked.
That's for this stream. But I'll just remind everyone in general, the three questions are: how was your week? Do you have any news? And did you buy any Lego? And my guests and viewers in chat are always free to answer those questions. I'll get the ball rolling. I had a great week because I'm working again, even though I feel tired as hell. I did not buy any new Lego, and the obvious news is I got my job back. But what you also might not know is that I also got around to watching Temple of Doom, like I said I was gonna, and some people have pressured me to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow.
All right, very cool. Well, I guess I'll start off. My week was pretty good. It's pretty average. Nothing super crazy happened, but house didn't burn down, so I guess that's a win. The next question, I have short-term memory loss. I did not buy any Lego because I am trying to convince myself to be too lazy to scroll through Bricklink for like 3 hours to get everything done. So, that's fun.
Yeah. Anyway, so my latest video has gotten, according to the YouTube analytics, 100 views more than normal, and I've earned 5 subscribers out of it, and I've gotten double the watch time hours I normally get, and the watch time hours is probably what I'm most concerned about, because I expect to get new subscribers every week. What I don't expect is to get double the normal watch time hours. I need watch time hours more than I need subscribers, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't share my channel with your friends if you know that they like Lego.
Yes, I did promote the stream on my. I created a community post, which was a little abrupt. I probably should have done that sooner, and then I put a ping out on my Discord server. So maybe some people pop in. It also is 9 p.m. So we'll see.
Yeah, and there's a stat here somewhere that I saw where it says that I've got is that 80% of there's a stat somewhere that says that 80% of the views are from people who aren't subscribed, but half of the watch time is from people who are subscribed. I need to see if I can find that somewhere. But I'm really happy that I've gotten 5 subscribers out of this video. Yes, here we go. Yes. It's right here. It's the stat that watch time from subscribers. Not subscribed is 40.7%. Subscribed is 59.3%.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, which proves the old adage that your subscribers will watch your video longer, more than non-subscribers. And not surprisingly, the top geography for this video was from the UK and the US.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, so I just wanted to show off some of those stats, but also this video has over 30 likes, which is amazing. And actually, we're gonna put Crimson on the big screen because he's got some Lego he's playing with right now.
Oh no, I can't do this pressure, Mayo. Well, I'll show you what I've done. Just scooch my chair in here. I'll show you what I've been done. I've been cooking up I know Mayo isn't the biggest Star Wars fan, but I myself quite enjoy it. So we got some droid builds to show off here. We have a nice little droidica.
Let's see the droids. Oh, is that like a polybag version of the droidica?
No, it's a custom droidica that I built. The ones that roll around and all those things.
That's what I was getting at. And did you make that mock like it would be a polybag size?
I just tried to make it pretty accurate to like minifigure scale, and I think it is. It's a little taller than it should be. If I remember correctly, droidicas are slightly smaller than B2 droids, but they're about the same height, so it works out. Next, we have a cute little dwarf spider droid here, which is a little shorter than it should be. It should be slightly taller, but it's pretty in scale too.
That reminds me of one of those spider droids that was in one of the battle packs.
Yes. It's more closely related to the one from the ATTE, if you remember what that one would be. And then the last one we have here is a staff speeder, the droids.
Nice. So I'm going to go over some messages in the chat specifically to see if there's anything interesting. Now, I wanted to address this elephant in the room. It is not bullshit, because I cater my streams to an American audience, because that's where the eyeballs are. If you can make it in America, you can make it anywhere, and if you can make it in New York, you can make it in America. So by default, I upload at times friendly for the Atlantic East Coast, because that's where I can most capitalize. It's all a numbers game, and Australia is too small. Doesn't have enough numbers. You know who does have the numbers? The United States of America. Is that a Duplo brick? Yes, it is.
Yes, it's a exclusive Legoland New York Duplo brick. And opening 2020. That's so cool. COVID.
Yeah. So that was back in the times where some stores had to use a scoop at the pab wall.
Yeah, that would have been probably in like 2019. I went to a little, I don't know if it was a Lego store, but we went to a little store that was doing hosting a little event for the opening of Legoland New York. And we got that brick that's over there now.
So I wanted to address some other things. Yes, two hurricanes for my co-host is not a good thing, and he's lost his power again.
That's not great.
There's not going to be as much Lego today, and I hope you're having a good relaxation, Grumpy. Yes, I am a Red Sox fan, so I'm not watching these playoffs. Chris says archery deer hunting season is open. Most of my focus is there, but I'm currently mocking a pod racer. It will get some laugh when I finally show it off. And yes, I know that you're designing me a t-shirt. We're not going to do that, Johnny. You can watch that back on your own time. Hey, Copper. Yes, everyone, don't forget to leave a like on the stream, because if you don't, then YouTube will stop promoting me, and then my channel will die because no one watches. What's everyone else saying? That's true. That is true, Ronnie. Yes, well, if you border New York, then that means you're also in the Eastern time.
That's quite true.
And you're one of those many eyeballs that I refer to, because all of the states up and down I-95, that's the audience I'm going for. Because let's face it, 50% of my viewers practically live on I-95. At least people who I know are watching. I hope you get a good relaxation too, for. Crimson hasn't spoken about the spoon yet. Why don't you
Oh. Dude, Copper, I'll let Copper respond back. Copper, are you sure he should learn about the mystical ways of the spoon right now? And when he responds, then that'll be the final verdict.
Is there some kind of folklore behind that spoon?
The spoon lore is incredibly complex, and sometimes I forget it because it's so much to remember. It's like I can only focus on so many parts of the lore.
Yeah, well, when you talk about the lore of the spoon, it makes me think of a road sign that I'm used to seeing when I go to the country. It's a sign for the spoon drain. Let me go get a picture of the spoon drain.
The spoon drain?
Yeah.
The spoon drain ahead.
Yeah. The spoon drain. So a spoon drain is a drain that is shaped like well, it's got the concave shape of a spoon to carry stormwater down to the ocean. They normally have spoon drains rather than a regular stormwater drain in towns by the coast.
The interesting.
Well, he is a landscaper, and so I'm guessing a lot of landscape probably got damaged from the hurricane. So he messaged me that the hurricane is keeping him busy at his job. So you're right, Johnny. Yeah. Yeah. A spoon drain is vastly different from a brain drain, which was an episode of Phineas and Ferb. Yeah. So anyway, because there's not a lot going on right now, I'm just going to address this really quickly. So let's read the comments.
Guys, I should really make a reading your comments video. Great job. This is the best thing I've ever seen since yesterday.
Good. What high praise, man. What a great comment.
Too much cliffhanger, not enough story, craves more story, am very sad.
Am very sad, dude.
So he was scarped.
I've been scarped before, it's not fun.
So let's get up the share screen so we can read the comments. And while you're not talking, it helps to mute your microphone so that we don't pick up any unnecessary noise. I have to remind my guests whenever I see them moving around their Lego. So we got a comment on the stream from. Hang on a minute. Actually, I've just noticed something. Something's not quite right. Let me go to my live section. Something's not quite right. Yes. Yeah, that's episode 61. And this is episode 63. I'm not sure what happened to episode 62. Oh, that's why I mixed it up. I forgot I changed the order of these streams. Oh well. That's going on the highlight reel, isn't it? So from episode 61, Johnny commented hashtag RC answer thingy. Question for RC. Well, actually, I'm going to save this until next stream so that he can answer that personally. On one of my community posts, he also said, "People, it's Stream Tram, not Steam Train." I'm going to say it's not either of those. And then Chris, before this stream, commented on my Lego Castle mock saying, "My favorite mock of yours so far. It's going to take a while to get through your older content." Going to give that a heart and say, it would probably take you non-stop about 72 hours to watch just my videos. I have updated... What's that noise? I have updated this castle since then. And then this is the big ticket. This is what brought all the boys to the yard. What everyone was commenting on is my latest video I uploaded. Surprisingly, we have gotten no comments on the coral reef from Brickworld Chicago video, which is I don't know what's up with that. But let's get to all of these comments because I got my job back and people are saying good things about that. So Cool Hard Luke Brick says, "Great news, well done," saying it is great news. And my employer came crawling back to me. Zabadak said, "This is positive news. Great. It's highly positive because I will have more money for November Lego." And Gladiator Bricks Productions said, "Awesome, congratulations." I'm going to comment the party emoji. JDP Builds said, "Congratulations." I'm also going to respond with the party emoji. Contra Bricks Build Craze said, "G'day Mayo, you got your job back. Nice one. I got to go to a car cleaning place to see if they got any extra work as the weather is getting nice. So it'd be nice to be outside than home building every day." I'm going to give that a heart and say, it is nice to be working again. Hope you can get that car wash job. Sharon Stevens said, "Great news, congratulations." I'm going to respond with the party emoji again. Brick Hive said, "Congrats." That's another party emoji. Oh, I hear someone backstage. Oh yeah, it's just Crimson trying to reconnect.
All right, I'm back.
Face reveal.
Not really, but sure, we'll go with that.
Anyway, so where was I? Yes, Pastor Jensen said, "Congratulations with your job. Hope it keeps yes to more Lego t-shirts." I'm going to say, I'm working hard to get a contract extension. The people have spoken about my t-shirts. Chris McGrigor says, "Yeah, brother, I see you. You have great happy vibes. Ignore the haters. Keep focused on your artwork and your job." Gonna heart that and say, "What doesn't kill me makes me stronger." and I will build until I can no more.
Copper, you suck.
And then Never Too Old for Lego said, congratulations, Mayo. I'm really happy for you. You're a really awesome, you're a really good man and you deserve everything that's coming to you. And again, I can't thank you enough for all your support and help. You are the man. I'm going to give that a comment and say, I am the man. This is your Lego classroom. I'm happy to teach people about Lego and YouTube. I like networking with supporters like you, and working 9 to 5 helps me do that. And Clicking Cliff said Mayo City needs some 9 to 5 lol. And I think this is the best comment of the whole video, because Cliff is speaking truth to power. So I'm going to say, after my contract expires, that's what I will, after my contract expires, that's what I will be doing. And I'm going to do the wink emoji. Team B said, the vibe of this video is infectious, loving the energy and the direction of the city channel and your journey. We're on board for the ride, baby. I'm going to reply, so on board that you are lurking while I'm responding to you on camera. And and Mikey J is being a homer and saying, I'm going to vote set 614. I'm going to say you demand the Bears. And also says, by the way, we have Lego all over our floor in our Lego room as well. I'm going to give that a heart and say, tell me about it. And that was all the comments. Unless something came in. Oh, and Johnny is bomb. Actually, no, Johnny just left a comment on that video and said, Mayo, can I borrow $9 to $5? So you talking $1,000 a week after taxes and agent commissions? And that should be it. I'm gonna save Johnny's other comment for when RC is back with us, when he's no longer dealing with hurricanes. So anyway, that was that. And yeah, I'm really happy with the response. So anyway, let's get to talking about the Halloween stuff. Before we do that, let's see what people are saying in the chat. What's people saying? Okay, you're on your laptop now, Crimson.
Yes.
Yeah. A copper thinks that you might need to get your eyebrows checked out. Yeah. Some people say that I need to get my monobrow checked out. This is my monobrow. It's very small, but I do have a slight monobrow. Anyway, so let's get into talking about some Halloween sets, because I wanted to cover that this stream. So I've always had an interesting relationship with the Halloween sets, and I think it's eye of the beholder what you consider a Halloween set. But in my opinion, the definitive Halloween set is something from the Monster Fighters, and you probably, and just saying the words Monster Fighters, you probably already know what I'm talking about. And let me go to Brickset so I can find the listing. And it is actually, and let me get up the share screen because you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the Monster Fighters Haunted House. This, in my opinion, is the definitive Lego Halloween set. It's got the sand green, it's got the gates out front, it's got the ghost minifigures, it's got some zombies and some vampires, it's got the window shutters that have been blown out because of the chilling wind. It's got the brush bushes in a dark tan meant to represent dead foliage. It's got the gates itself are wrought iron. The fencing at the porch is wrought iron. There's some of the masonry bricks. I believe 2012 was the first year of the masonry bricks. And so you get that really rugged look out of this. You got the tall roofs. You've got the gothic kind of columns. This, in my opinion, is the definitive Lego Halloween set.
Yeah,
Do you have any?
fair enough. It
feel free
looks
to-
like a haunted house. You know, the Lego designers, I think, did a good job. I mean, I don't really know what else there is to say. It's just, it does what it's supposed to do. It's a Halloween set.
Yeah. And then with that haunted house, there's another haunted house, which was from the Lego Creator Expert before they rebranded to Lego Icons. And let me get that up. And just seeing now, it's a retired product, but this was made about 10 years later than the Monster Fighters haunted house. And it's this one. It's a part of the amusement park line.
Yeah. See, this one doesn't look bad, but for some reason, I don't know if it's like just the picture, but this one just looks like so much brighter to me, which I guess is probably because of the picture, but also, you know,
It looks a little bit more clean, and the olive green is brighter than the old sand green.
yeah, but I don't know if I like it though. I think I prefer the sand green. I don't know, but then again, it is a amusement attraction, so I suppose it should be more well kept. But at the same time, it makes it look less like a haunted house, which is supposed to be.
Yeah, because in my opinion, I would rather have the Monster Fighters haunted house in an amusement park over this. Although this does have the play feature where you can hook up at the powered up so that the platform goes up and down.
Yeah, but I don't know. That tower just seems too tall as well.
Probably
You know what I'm saying?
because they needed to get the thrill factor of the powered up.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I don't know. It's just like seems disproportionate to the rest of the house. Whereas the Monster Fighters one had like, I think that was a pretty just perfect all around house.
Yeah, because this looks like it's a house with an obscene. It looks like a medium-sized house with an extremely tall tower. The old haunted house was a large house with a short tower.
I mean, though, see, that tower is fine, I think, if it has, like, something that's, like, I don't know. I was going to say, like, function with it, but the only function is the power functions, which makes it look worse. Like, I was going to, like, let's say it was Frankenstein up in the top, and there was, like, all the dishes and satellites and stuff, and, there would be lights, and then the tray would raise up, and you go, like, if it was something like that, where there was I feel like I wouldn't care, because, the tower would be so much more integrated into the design, but it's just taller for the power functions. I don't really know if that works.
Yeah, I think because this is an amusement park set, that kind of took away some of the creative liberty the designer could have with it. Although I must say I do like the inclusion of the stained stained glass under that sign.
Yeah,
on the roof.
I do like the stained glass as well. I would say that, yeah, it just, I don't know, it looks too like it's not broken, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't.
is,
It doesn't look like. It
amusement.
doesn't look like something that's been worn down. It looks
No,
like an.
yeah.
It looks like an amusement park attraction that has to be kept up. That has to be kept up to safety standards.
And I mean, it's amusement park attraction, so I mean, it does. But like, even if they just added a couple boards over the windows, because I think the main reason that I'm not seeing it is because the walls are filled in, which makes them look great, but they're not filled in with gaps, if that makes sense. I don't know if you know what I'm getting at, but like,
I
they're
know,
not-
I know what you're driving at. If they included some of those, printed reddish brown 1x4 and 1x6 tiles with the wood grain to board up those windows, it would be cosmetics that would make it look dirtier than what it actually is, because having those how do I put this? Having those clean windows makes it feel less spooky in a way. It looks like something. It looks like something that was purpose built, rather than something that's meant to look scary. Because it probably,
which is odd because it's a haunted house. It's supposed to be scary.
Exactly. It probably comes down to the way that the parts budget was allocated for the build of this set. They probably didn't have enough points value to include those wood grain tiles to attach with snot bricks to cover up those windows.
Which is disappointing. I don't know. Yeah. As the overall Halloween set, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10.
And also
and
you're seeing
the Monster Fighters, 10 out of 10.
Yes,
this is a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I think the original 2012 one is a 10 out of 10, absolutely, because it's in my opinion, the definitive Lego Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, if you spend X amount of dollars on Lego.com, then you get the Halloween Pumpkin GWP, which I forgot comes with a build for a ghost. But you were talking about Frankenstein. There's some Frankenstein type sets from Lego Studios that RC and I have talked about before, but I think it's good to bring up for the Halloween season. So let me go and find them.
I think if we can just quickly squeeze in that GWP, since we were looking at it.
Yes.
Just right before, we just squeeze that Halloween GWP in. I actually don't mind it. I think that the orange pieces is really good. I would say that it looks okay. But I was going to say, if you want to part that out, then I feel like that's one of the best sets to part out, because those are quite a good amount of useful orange bits, like orange pieces. Like,
yeah,
you could work with those for sure.
Yeah. So Lego has a whole subsection on their website called Brick or Treat, and for some reason they're already advertising Christmas. So this is the GWP itself.
But like, you see what I'm talking about with all those slope pieces, like, you can make some really nice shapes and stuff. The ghost isn't bad, but I mean, it's just a couple white pieces on plates, so like, it's nothing to be, but it's, and I do like that it can light up as well. I think that adds to, like, if you're not gonna part it out, then it also has that use of, well, it looks nice. So
yeah, because I think the inclusion of the light brick automatically makes this Lego's best pumpkin ever.
I would agree, because it has the really nice shaping. It lights up, and I think that's a bit of an overstatement in the picture, but the fact that it lights up the eyes and the nose and the mouth, I mean, it's what it's supposed to do, so can't really fault it there.
And with the ghost, it is a rather simplistic build, And if anyone's a SpongeBob fan, you might understand what I'm about to say, but this ghost looks like the floating shopping list. I'm just gonna let that sit.
Yeah. I don't mind the ghost. I almost wish, I think the main thing that I'm disliking about the ghost is, although Lego needs them, I think it really just makes the ghost look so bad. It's gonna be the little lines between the plates. It just makes the ghost, it just breaks the illusion of the ghost, I think.
Yeah, because it's kind of in a mosaic build format rather than a 3D model of a ghost. Because the Black Monarch's ghost is one of my favorite minifigures of all time, and we'll get to that. But let's just briefly cover this brick or treat section, because you were talking about the Nightmare Before Christmas set in our DMs earlier.
Yeah, and I was sneak in. I think the ghost also would have looked so much better if it had a different mouth. I don't think that 1x1 tile works for the mouth on the ghost. I don't know.
I think it should have had an open mouth that was twice.
You know, I think what would have worked good is a 2x2 rounded plate with the hole in the middle, if you know what I'm talking about. Not the not the one with the stud, but with the hole, because you could stick that onto there and it would have the.
Yeah,
I think that would have made the ghost look.
The one that has the Technic pinhole in it.
Yes, the Technic. Yes, that one.
Yeah, so
that,
you
I
were.
think would have made the ghost.
You mentioned the Nightmare Before Christmas in our DMs. I got to say, I really don't like how they cheaped out with that yellow cloth piece for the moonlight.
It's a little disappointing, but I mean, it looks like how it's supposed to, and I don't know. It's sad, but I mean, it doesn't look bad, but you know, bricks would have been cool. I will say, I saw a reel on Instagram of a light kit for this. That made the set just perfect. That made the set just perfect. The light
and I
kit
think
to
I think I've seen some people like moments of the magic using that light kit to light up this set. And in my opinion, the light kits are made for sets like Halloween sets.
Yes, that just makes this set just so good. The light kit just makes it perfect.
Now, I've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas, and I don't intend on doing so.
I think I have, but it's been a little bit, so I don't remember it perfectly, but I think I can give a decent enough summary. So essentially, there's like all these in the universe. There's the worlds of each holiday, and Jack Skellington, if you wanna, the guy with the girl on the moon, you know, he's got the extra tall legs.
Yeah.
He essentially just isn't content with only Halloween anymore, and he sees how happy kids are on Christmas, so he wants to have Christmas as well. But it doesn't go well, and there's some giant bag monster. I don't know. That's about all I remember of the movie.
So what you're saying is
it's an okay movie.
Yeah. So what you're saying is it was the multiverse before the multiverse.
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't know that about the movie.
Yeah, so that's why it's called Nightmare Before Christmas, is because it's kind of mixing that Halloween and Christmas together.
Everyone I've ever talked to about Nightmare Before the Christmas says what they like about the movie. I didn't know that there was a Halloween world and a Christmas world, which is literally how the two worlds collide.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure there's like a tree that has all the doors to all the different holidays. And that's how it works. I don't know. I think it looks nice. It is a bit animated, but I mean that was the style of the movie, I suppose. So
Yeah.
it is
And
accurate.
I gotta say, as someone who's never watched the movie and doesn't plan to, I like the Gothic architecture in a lot of Halloween sets like this.
Hmm.
When
Yeah,
when
I
you
think
when you've
it's
got a lot of the trapezium shapes to the buildings with the pitched roofs, because these buildings are literally upside down trapezium prisms. No, sorry, a trapezoid prisms. I really like that. And then you've
yeah,
also got
that's
this.
not so bad.
Yeah,
This
I
one
don't.
is just let's just I
This
don't
looks
know.
thrown. This looks thrown together.
Mayo, I think what I'm gonna say right now will encompass this perfectly. This set is more mid than a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think that just perfectly sums up this set, so we can swiftly move on. Although I do like those doors.
Yeah, because I don't think this set deserves a lot of screen time. Although it's another set that has a skelly.
Yeah, I think the best part about this set is gonna be the doors. Honestly, I think the doors are quite nice.
Because
But
they're buildable doors.
That's about it.
Yeah, we kind of
Moving
need to
swiftly on.
rush past that, and now we're getting inundated with Wednesday sets.
Now, unfortunately, I have no idea what in the hacking heck this is. So,
I think Wednesday is a character from the Addams family who got her own spin-off.
Yes, I know, but I know nothing else. So, I will say I don't. Do you know what parts those hands are? Are those new pieces? Because I don't recall those ever being. I don't think those are ever.
I'm not seeing. Yeah, I think they might be new pieces.
I think they're new.
It looks like they would have a bar attachment because they go in.
Yeah.
They go.
Oh, I know what those are. I think those are the Lego Mario hands.
Okay, that's probably why. Because I've never properly analyzed the Lego Mario theme.
If those hands can come off, chat, you guys might be able to confirm. Hello, Oaktown, welcome in. If those hands if the hands are detachable from the Mario, then I feel like it's got to be that.
Oh, also, just noticed that we've also got Zissou up in here. When did Zissou come up in here? Zissou came in here 13 minutes ago. Johnny, I know Johnny G wanted to play the Paradisa theme, so now that Zissou is here, we can play it.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Yeah, so I was watching someone reviewing this set, and they referred to this scale of figure as maxi doll, and that's a term I haven't heard before. So I'm going to roll with that term for this scale of buildable fig from now on. It's a maxi doll.
I will say, I don't hate it, even though I don't know anything about the show. It looks accurate to what I can remember, and I like the posability of the arms. I mean, that you can see there's clips on the elbows and the shoulders, so I'm assuming it has decent arm movement. I mean, the legs I don't think can move at all. I think those are stationary, but I mean, like, I don't think it's bad. I would say that $80, I mean, considering you get the giant display.
And remember, this is Australian, not American.
Oh, that's Australian. That's true. So it only probably I'm gonna go to Lego.com so I can see the USD prices.
$80 in my country is about 55 American, but I think it's a $60 set.
I'll check Lego.com.
Yeah.
I should go with the holiday, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's Christmas. No, why is there Christmas?
Yeah, I don't understand. All of the corporates like to pump out Christmas way too early these days.
Cool.
Don't get me started.
Although I will say, I got so excited. I saw a Yeti, but it's not. You can't get it. It's just for decoration. That's disappointing. Shop sets by theme. Do you know where in the sets by theme it is?
Well, I just googled Lego Halloween, and the brick or treat was one of the search options on Google.
I'll check that.
Yeah. So even though I don't care about the Addams Family or this spin-off, I gotta say this Maxi doll looks nice, and this kind of build is something I would like to build my sig fig in. Although it'd be difficult for me to get my hands on those hands, so I might have to improvise. And seeing the way that they constructed one of the members of the Addams Family makes me think about how can I use this build style for some other characters.
Yeah,
like.
I think that is very. I think you can definitely apply that to more things. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
And so they got a whole line of the Wednesday sets. I'm going to kind of go past these quickly. Although I do gotta say I do kind of like
this
Emerald City. Got the Wicked Witch of the West right there, which I believe is an upgraded version of.
Yeah, can you zoom in on that? Oh, it's Friends doll. That's why it looks weird to me.
I believe this Wicked Witch of the West is an upgraded version of the CMF witch, which we will be talking about next week. Yeah, these are mini doll sets because it's a quote-unquote girl-oriented theme, quote-unquote.
Yeah, that's fair, YOLO. It's unfortunate, YOLO X, that they only come in that color. But
wait,
I'm sure we'll get them in. I'm sure we'll get them in more.
Let me see where YOLO
colors.
came up. Hello, YOLO, and hello.
Shower blinds.
Hello,
yes,
Shower
you should
Blinds
sub.
1993.
You should sub.
Oh, we're glad that we got recommended to you. This is the Mayo Hosko channel. I primarily like vintage Lego, but when I do my live streams, I try to talk about stuff that other people are also talking about to stay relevant in the Lego community.
Subscribe to Crimson Toaster 47.
Yeah. And so I am the host. I am the host and Crimson Toaster is my guest host. Normally I have a different co-host, but he doesn't have power right now because he's dealing with the hurricanes in Florida. So let me get back to this and move on.
I will say I have something very scary for the Halloween season as well.
Yeah. And they're still selling the Hocus Pocus set.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the movie. It doesn't look bad. I will say what just sticks out to me right away is the forehead of that house, if you know what I'm saying, Mayo.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the inclusion of the snot plates on the side. I wish there was something else to mix it up though.
I think it's cool how they have the water wheel on the side because
because
that kind of lines up with the other medieval sets they've been making over the past 5 years. And I could imagine this in a medieval theme as well, because this looks like something that would fit in right next to the medieval market village set or the medieval blacksmith shop.
Oh, wait, what?
Water, and you could have a river system linking the 90th anniversary castle to this set because of the water wheel.
Okay, quick little slide in here. That Wednesday Adam, that's only 50 USD for that figure.
Oh, wow.
That's like pretty good. That's like not bad. That's pretty solid. Yeah, the cottage is, I don't know. It's a cottage. I don't really know what.
Yeah, they've done a lot of builds like this throughout the years, so they have to include something kind of unique like the water wheel if I'm going to get interested. Okay, now they're
What is that Star Wars set? Okay. cool, I guess.
It's
I don't really
the
know.
Imperial
Yeah.
dropship versus the Rebel Scout speeder.
I
And
don't
this
know,
is
that's kind of bad.
And this
I'm
is
not
this
gonna
is the
lie.
one. This is the one with the Cutie Katie. I think it's her name.
Yes, it's correct.
Yeah.
It's not a good set. I don't know. I just don't think it's good. I mean, it's
I think people
$40,
will-
which I guess is not the worst, but like the builds are both okay and okay. The 25 anniversary figure doesn't super make up for this, and it has the Family Guy clone troopers, and the Rebels
Yeah.
are just regular.
That's a
I don't
good.
know.
That's a good way to describe those helmets.
They are though. I saw someone say that once. I forget who, so I can't give them
Yeah.
credit. But they're so right. They're the Family Guy
Because
stormtroopers.
I think the breathing apparatus for these helmets droops down too low.
Oh, way too low. It
Yeah.
is absurd. I don't know what it
And
is.
that's
It's just
that's the way that the stormtrooper helmets in the Family Guy Star Wars and the Phineas and Ferb Star Wars are illustrated. The breathing apparatus droops too low.
It's just not. It's just an. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm biased towards Star Wars, but I just can't. It's just a 4 out of 10. I don't know. It's just not.
And
good.
this set is coming out in three days. I think
But
the
for
only
any
reason
for the
I think
US
the only reason people will
people,
be buying it is because of
it
Cutie
is.
Katie.
Yeah, it's already out in US though too.
Oh,
It's
cool.
already, it's already out in a couple places. I won't be buying it though. I think it's horrendous. Like usually
yeah,
it doesn't. The 25 anniversary fig does not make it up for me. But
Yeah, so that was all. So that was the relevant stuff on there. But you were
I'm
talking
looking
about
more
Franken
towards
about
this. There's not
Frankenstein.
many more Halloween stuff if you keep going, Mayo.
Yeah.
So may
Yeah,
as well
you were
stop on page
talking.
1.
Yeah, you were talking about Frankenstein. This is the set that I wanted to bring up when you said Frankenstein. This is an oldie and a goodie. It's set 1382 Scary Laboratory from 2002 Lego Studios. Had 493 pieces, 6 minifigures, and retailed for $50 American 22 years ago. You got Frankenstein right there with the zipper pattern.
Also, hello, Clever Pig. Welcome in.
Hey, pig! Eggs and bacon.
Oh, poor Clever Pig.
Yeah.
It's being eaten alive out there.
Next week, Clever Pig and I are going to be building micro scale Formula One. No, so he's going to be building micro scale Speed Champions poly bags. I'm going to be building micro scale Formula One cars because I've already built Red Bull and a Ferrari. Next, I want to build a papaya and blue McLaren because people like to talk about Clever Pig's McLaren Formula Ones, and McLaren Speed Champions, mainly because someone in the community is sick and tired of McLarens. But this is a studio set. It's another set to include the glow-in-the-dark ghost, and it's got the backdrop with the moonlight and the electrical storm and those kind of mountains with the obscenely sharp rocks. And it's got the wrought iron gate that we saw in the haunted house sets, and it's got plenty of skeletons. But it's got the Steven Spielberg director and 2 actors.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad, but you can obviously tell it was 2001.
Yeah,
but I think for
2001,
2001, I don't think it's bad. Like
Yeah.
I don't mind it, if I'm being honest. It's like
Yeah.
the Frankenstein. Contrary to how he's normally depicted, I can tell he's extremely smart in this depiction of him.
Yeah.
Not because his head is massive or anything. But I mean, I wouldn't say it's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't think
And
it's the best Halloween set, but it's on the upper half, I would say.
Yeah,
Pretty
because
pretty easily.
this set is on my Mount Rushmore of Halloween sets. Just because I have a bias towards vintage Lego, and with the laser arrays, you can film the scene where the Doctor brings Frankenstein to
yeah.
life. And
Do those
with
light
the
up as
old-
well? I don't know. Do those light up?
I think it's just the trans.
That's disappointing.
It's just the trans neon green
Unfortunate.
that can glow underneath a black light. They included a chunk of those trans neon green pieces in there, so you can reenact the scene with the stop motion camera with the quotes. He's alive! He's alive!
He's alive!
And I think they include some technic gears, and they include some technic gears for kind of greebling, which the way I use technic, I use it more for greebling than actual play functions, so I appreciate those little details in the set. And I think there's a 4x4 parabola dish which has a hypnotism swell, and it's molded in trans purple, which I think is neat.
YOLO X says look up set number 5804.
I will. Lego 5804. Let's see.
See.
That's a Belleville set. Let's go get that Belleville set. It's Witch's Cottage.
All right, let's see, YOLO. Were you cooking, YOLO? Well, we'll find out.
Let's go to brick set. Let's go to brick set. Yes, it's a Belleville set. It's got a doll of a witch. Looks like she's stirring her cauldron. Yes, she is. There it is.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Well, it's 1999.
Oh. All right. That YOLO immediately gets to be highly rated because it's first of all a Belleville set, which are terrifying, and secondly, it's Halloween. It's a Halloween, so Okay, Mayo. Be honest with me. If you saw a minifig come to life and move its arms, you wouldn't be scared. If you saw that thing come to life and start going, you would be scared. Okay, you would be scared.
Yeah, because that would be some Toy Story hijinks right there.
All I'm saying is the minifigures would not be as scary as that thing.
Because if a minifigure was to come to life, all we could do would be the really awkward jumping jacks that Emmett did in the Lego movie, or the way that he awkwardly moved himself underneath the table.
Yeah, but that thing's gonna be pitching 1x1 studs at like baseballs at you. It has that range of motion. So
yeah, because the Belleville dolls had way more articulation at the larger scale, and I have some of those black cauldron pieces, which at this scale just looks like a saucepan rather than a cauldron, which is neat. And I think those window lattice are dual molded with the trans bright green and the trans neon green.
I think that's one piece.
Yes, it's dual molded, which is why you get that grading of the greens mixed in, which looks really cool. And I think that skull has a wig on it for some reason.
What skull has a wig?
There's a skull at the top of the window. I think it's got a wig on it.
No, I think that's a glass dome. I think that's like a glass piece. Like in a tube.
Maybe. I guess it's because those pictures are really low quality renders. I don't know why it looks like that. That's really weird. Let's get this out of our minds. Thank you for the suggestion, YOLO.
I would say, YOLO, your suggestion was acceptable.
Yes.
You've scarred me for life, but it was acceptable.
And then there were the Fright Nights.
Fright
which
Nights.
were
Oh.
from the late.
Oh, yes.
from
Oh, that's
the
such a
late-
good CMF. Oh, that's such a good CMF.
Which were from the late 90s. I believe we've covered the Fright Nights before
Oh.
on a previous
Yeah.
previous stream. So we'll
I thought you were
briefly go
talking
over-
about well, there's a couple Halloween CMFs, so I think
Yes.
I'm assuming you have those
we'll
planned out.
we'll be talking about the Halloween minifigures on the next stream, which is where I'm going to give a deep dive into characters like the Black Monarch's Ghost and Basil the Bat Lord with Willa the Witch from these Fright Nights and
Yes,
and
indeed.
the series 14 CMFs and the other CMF series where Halloween type characters were featured in.
All right.
So I'm gonna look at sets with try to identify sets with Willa the Witch and Basil the Bat Lord. This is a really simple fireplace.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the piece. See mail on the barrel? That's probably what's around the skeleton head.
Yeah.
That's probably
It's-
what it is.
Yeah, it's a crystal dome piece.
Yeah. I bet that's what it is. Okay. I mean, it's a set. It
Yeah.
has Will the Witch.
It's
That's
got the
about
black.
it.
It's got the black cat with the bat, and they used the trans neon orange studs for the fire because they didn't have the small. They didn't have the plumes in the trans orange yet, and I always like that Willa has the one tooth hanging out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell if that makes her scarier to me or not.
You know what? That one tooth hanging out reminds me of a Thomas the Tank Engine character, and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna see if I can find the scene from it. I'm gonna see if it's on the wiki in the gallery. Let's go to the gallery. Where's the gallery on the wiki? I'm getting sidetracked here. I just want to do this comparison. Actually, let's go to the character on the wiki, and let's see if I can find the image where he's got his tooth hanging out. Yes, the gallery. Let me go to his gallery. So it's taking me a while to find this. Where is it? Yes, here it is. Let me. So I'll show you again. So there's sorry. Let me go to the listing for the set, and there's Willa with her tooth hanging out. And let me stop sharing, and I'll share this of him with his tooth hanging out. That's what it reminds me of. This is a troublesome truck called Scruffy, and he's got his tooth hanging out. That's what it reminds me of. Let's get back to the set. Because there's other more cooler Fright Night sets. Yeah, this is the Basil the Bat. This is the Basil the Bat Lord. He's fighting off the really cool Black Dragon. He's got a chrome silver sword and the bat on top of his staff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like this Black Dragon a lot. It's the same mold as the original Green Dragon. And
But it's not green.
Basil has some kind of chainmail on it. And so
Yes.
having the original Green Dragon molded in black really emphasizes Halloween, in my opinion. and Basil the Bat Lord has a bunch of vehicles at his disposal. But this is my favorite of the Fright Night sets. It's Willa's wind ship. She's using a dragon as her method of power. I guess dragon is more powerful than her flying broomstick.
Well, I don't know if it's more powerful. I would say it's a heavier vehicle for
Yeah.
certain scenarios.
It's got more horsepower. I mean, dragon power.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the broomstick is good if you're trying to fly around, but this looks to me more like a because it has the crystal ball. I envision this set more like she could fly to spaces and see through the crystal ball, or like she could be dropped off and have like a little base, and there'd be the dragon could get. I don't know. It seems more like it's got a little more sustenance to it, so it has more options than just broomstick.
Yeah, because this is kind of like she wants to do stuff while she's moving, but if she was on her broomstick, she just wants to get where she's going quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yes, but this one, it feels like there's a purpose when you use this one.
Yeah.
Like when she brings this one out, something's going down. When it's the
Yeah.
broomstick, you're like, oh, she's just gonna cackle over our castle. This one, something's happening.
Or she wants to go up in the sky and write surrender or die.
Yeah.
So that's my personal favorite of the Fright Night set. But a lot of people like the Night Lord's castle, which is, in my opinion, the most gothic set out of the Fright Nights.
I see why people like this.
Because it's got that really tall tower. It's got more of the upside down triangles. It's got the really eerie arches, and it's rock formation.
If you can zoom in on the tower a little bit more, this is what I was talking about more when I was saying how it has a purpose for being so tall. It doesn't look awkward because these guys are meant to be spooky. They've got dragons. They're bats. I'm assuming there's little areas in each of those floors. It'd probably be the best spot for Willa to fly off of. This plus all the mix of colors makes it, even though it's basic mix of colors, you can tell that like something's happened at this castle, and that tower probably didn't like it. But it just feels so much more purposeful, and like it doesn't look weird to me on this one. Yeah. And I mean the bottom as well is built sturdily. Yeah. I like the inclusion.
It's built on those. It's built on those really chunky. It's really built on those chunky bricks that gives it a lot of stability, which you're about to talk about.
And I was saying, the base of it is really sturdy. They're going to defend off attacks. They've got all the troops there. I especially like that. If you want to zoom in, that knight in the far right side. That guy, his horse is dripped out. He's dripped out. They got the snazzy helmets and the cool shields. I especially like. I think I have that horse headdress piece of the dragon.
Yeah, because most of the Lego castles was meant to look like a castle on the hill. This is meant to look like a fortress on the mountains, which is why you have the mountain artwork in the background and the little caves in the rock formations
where
the bats are flying out of, which is why this set has, I think, half a dozen bats in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I see why you said people like this one. Is it how much did it go for when it was released?
This set went for $80 back in 1997.
I mean, it's a little pricey, but I mean, you get the dragon, you get minifigs, you get a pretty nice castle. So
yeah. So I'm going to go to the inflation calculator, the Federal Reserve Bank, and I'm going to type $80 in 19 $1,997 in 2024 is $156.72.
Yeah, it seems like about what they do.
That's
Although,
because
actually,
they
no.
included
Correct
a lot
me.
of
They wouldn't do that. This would be $220. Close,
because
close, close.
Yeah, because they would make the build more refined. There would be better details in the
Two less minifigures. You forgot
Yeah.
about that one. Two less
yeah,
minifigures.
but the minifigures would be higher quality. There would be more stability in the build. There would be more small details, which would jack up the price.
Yeah.
And so that's what I wanted to cover about the Fright Nights. But the last thing I'm interested in talking about, unless other people in the chat have sets that they want us to talk about, if you shoot it off a set number, like that Belleville set that was suggested. If you have a set that you want us to talk about, list off the set number, and we'll search it up. There is a set for the Black Monarch's Ghost that came out in 1919, and it might be my favorite set from. No, sorry, it might be my second favorite set from 1990. The first being the airport shuttle. So let me see if I can find it. Getting results for the castle, but not the ghost. And let me get for the ghost. Yeah, so it's set 6034 from 1990. The Black Monarch's Ghost. It was a part of the Black Knights theme, 1990. It had 43 pieces, 2 minifigures, retailed for $7.25 American. 34 years ago. So it included a black knight riding the horse and the Black Monarch's Ghost himself in a little hideout outpost. They did a lot of stuff like this. It had the wooden doors, a grey parrot, 2 different types of flags, and I think those would be some corner castle walls behind there. Now I got the Black Monarch's Ghost in a multi-pack I bought at Brickworld Chicago, which had a similar build to this outpost, which also included the Black Monarch's Ghost. And it also included a Black Knight, but because it was a multi-pack set, it was too small to have his horse. But I think this is such a classic set. And when I think of Halloween sets, I think of 4 sets that we've covered in this video. I think of the Monster Fighters, Haunted Mansion. I think of the Lego Studios set with the Frankenstein. I think of Willer's Windship, and I think of the Black Monarch's Ghost. This is a timeless set, in my opinion, and because of this set, and because of all the other sets that also included the Black Monarch's Ghost, I think the Black Monarch's Ghost is an underrated Halloween character. And they still make ghosts that glow up to this day, and it wouldn't be possible if they didn't introduce the Black Monarch's Ghost in 1990.
Johnny G does bring up a good point. After you're done with this, I just want to make sure we don't forget. We could check out some Scooby-Doo set.
Yes, the Scooby-Doo, because there are some Scooby-Doo sets.
Continue your rant now.
I do so even
make sure
even
we don't
though,
forget about that.
Yeah, so even though the modern ghosts have a better moldings for the eyes and the mouth, I always like the Black Monarch's Ghost. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Let's see what other people in the chat are saying. Let's catch up on the chat.
I agree with Scooby-Doo.
I've missed out on a lot of stuff as I've been covering some of these sets, and this has gone. We're actually having some fun. I didn't know there was going to be this much to talk about today.
Yeah, there's a surprising amount of Halloween sets.
Yeah,
Although,
because I think
guess when
there's
you think
more
about
Halloween sets. There's more Halloween sets out there than people realize.
yeah, and I think part of that is is a little bit Halloween. I think has a little bit more of a loose classification than Christmas and Easter. Does that make sense? Like
Yes.
the Christmas sets you think of, oh, there's Santa, there's the elves, and there's snow and building, but Halloween, like that is a more loose term, I would say. So that's why I think it fits in with so many other sets. So you have a lot more spookier sets that might not necessarily exactly Halloween, but they have that same vibe to them. So you can still classify them similarly as Halloween, just because, if you didn't know, if you didn't know better and you show someone that Monster Fighter's house, they're gonna, oh, that's Halloween set. Nope, that's a Monster Fighter set. But yeah.
Chris says, I would say new sets are better. My Halloween theme back in the day was Time Cruisers. Yes, we are going to talk about the Time Cruisers theme as well, but I'm actually going to save the Time Cruisers for when we're going to cover how Time Cruisers connects to Halloween more in depth when RC comes back, when his power is on future Halloween streams. But we will briefly mention it now that you think about it. Johnny says the next Bricklink designer has that black and red castle look at that too. Are you talking about the Forestman Stronghold? Because if so, I really like the look of that, even though I'm not buying it. Yeah, we did that because Zissou came up in the chat. I think RC is in his car. Well, he's in his car because he's been charging his phone, and I think the Bermuda Triangle would be a nightmare to be in during hurricane season. Or who knows? Maybe RC fled to Kansas. Who knows?
They're saying they're calling me RC, Mayo.
Yeah,
I'm not
RC is from blocks to mocks. This is Crimson Toaster 47. Yeah. Australia has never fully embraced Halloween to its full potential.
And I think that the main reason that is, you can correct me here, but thinking back to my middle school movie Halloween days, yes, it's coming back to me now. Halloween started due to like Irish and Scottish people coming over to the Americas. Yes. And it was more of that tradition, but not many Scotsmen and Irishmen came to Australia, so I think that's
because
that's why it's not as celebrated.
It was a spread of their folklore.
Yes, it was the folklore of them, and they give out food. It wasn't candy at the start; it was just give them some mashed potatoes and some steak. But yeah, it's the main reason is I think that just more of them came to the Americas than to Australia. That's why.
Yeah, I don't have any of those hands, YOLO. I kind of wish I did. Now I might have to go searching on Bricklink. And thank you for subscribing, Shower Blinds 1993. I think I saw your notification when I was on YouTube Studio. So thanks for subscribing. Yeah, people have mixed opinions about the mini dolls. I personally mail all of mine to Adora Build.
Speaking of subscribing, you should subscribe to Mr. 47, because
yeah, any sets that doesn't have
the plug,
any sets that don't have minifigures, because of all the minifig simps out there, would probably sell better if they did have minifigures in it. These birds outside my window like making a racket. Johnny says, I like the Friends dolls. They make the lady mini gigs look too short and fat. I'm getting cancelled. Maybe if my streams were more popular, then you might have just gotten cancelled. Chris says, I buy collections when people rage quit or die. Sometimes I feel the spirit comes with the set. My collection found me. Some of those older sets could be haunted and possessed. Happy Halloween! YOLO says, no wonder I can't build Lego from my pile of boxes. My backlog must be haunted.
Mayo just going, oh, your sets are haunted. Happy Halloween. Have fun with that.
Yeah. Well, if your sets are haunted, maybe you shouldn't keep your backlog underneath your staircase where Harry Potter lives. That's the only way I can whistle. I can only do a ghost whistle. I can't do any other whistle.
Please. Not even lying, but you actually just scared the crap out of me with that whistle, Mayo.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it again.
Let's not do that. No, because Mayo, for me it's like 10 p.m. It's pitch black, so it's like
it's 1:01 p.m. for me. Wait, did we cover
spooky?
Yeah, spooky scary skeletons. They shiver down your spine.
Indeed.
We covered that YOLO suggested. Yes, because I was planning to give our thoughts about
They're
the Halloween.
about Johnny G and Clever Pig are talking about the Vampire Castle next. Is that the one that we already did, or
I think that was a Monster Fighters set, and we'll cover that. But YOLO also suggests set 5694. 5694. No, sorry. 5962. Oh.
Mayo, I don't like that. I don't like those. Oh.
It's another Belleville set with a dog that's chained up. Oh,
I think we can skip that one. Let's move swiftly onward. 40562. 40562.
I've never seen this. The set is called the Tinderbox. Okay, I was not expecting to get this creeped out on stream today, but let's.
And you were the one that said Belleville wasn't. Oh, what in the ever loving heck is that?
Look at this. This is from 2005.
Wait, Mayo, can I swear?
Yeah,
can I swear?
Sure. Yeah.
What the fuck is that? That thing scares the shit out of me. I hate that.
Fucking shit.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Thank you for the suggestion, YOLO. This is going
Mayo,
in my nightmares now.
Mayo, I think that deserves top 10 Halloween sets. Probably on your Mount Rushmore for the sole reason of if it's not up there, the dog will come after you.
Yeah, that dog's eyes is that dog's. This dog is just as creepy as the Toys R Us Jeffrey Giraffe.
Yeah, that set should be a Halloween set as well.
Wow,
that thing that's horrifying.
I mean,
that's
horrifying. The witches look pretty good with their ratted and tattered cloth pieces.
I mean, the witch looks like a witch.
They've got the nice jewel. They got the nice jewel molding with their hair and hat. But that dog takes the piss.
That dog. We forgot about Scooby Doo. We should do Scooby Doo afterwards.
Yeah. We're gonna go in sequential order
that's
of what the chat suggested. So this is set 50. This is set 5962. It's called the Tinderbox. Say what you want about that name. Theme group girls. Theme Belleville was released in 2005. Had 82 pieces, one minifigure, and originally retailed for $20 19 years ago.
I
That's
don't
gonna
know
be my
what else
night-
I
my
can
nightmares.
say. That's Mayo. I'm gonna go to sleep when this ends. That's gonna be in my nightmares. That's horrifying.
I don't want to. I don't want to
That's
know.
horrifying.
I don't want to know, Johnny. Yeah. I don't want to know. If you can give me the set number for that Destiny's Bounty, we'll search it up.
Oh yeah, we
Yolo
can do the
also-
next one. Yeah.
Yeah, Yolo also
Let's do that.
suggests Lego 40 4 what is it?
40562.
40562, which is the buildable witch. Witch! She's a witch!
You're a witch, Harry.
So looks like it's on lego.com and it must be out of stock because it doesn't have the retirement on it. I remember this was on this came out a couple years ago.
Oh, it's a GWP. That's
Yeah.
it's a GWP.
Okay, yeah, that explains it. I like how it uses the dark green brush bush for the brushes.
Yeah,
of her
that's a nice
room.
little detail. I don't know. This one, it's a nice break from it, and we know what I'm talking about when I say it. So, acceptable.
Yeah, and you might, and if you're, if it's nighttime, wherever anyone is right now, you might want to check out outside your window to see if there's a clown with an axe trying to kill you.
Hold on, let me. We're good for now. We're good for now.
Yeah,
We're good
so
for now.
I like the way that her dress is sculpted. I like that they used the lime green for her skin, but I do gotta say that wand looks out of scale.
Yeah, it's just something off about it. Let's move on to the Scooby-Doo sets because
Yeah, lots of let's
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, the vampire castle from the BDP. Let's see that. Johnny suggested that. Lego Bricklink designer program. Sorry, designer program. Vampire castle. Yes, the adventure in Transylvania.
Let's see it.
And we'll also look at the forest stronghold.
Oh,
This
that's
is
a beauty. That's a
pretty cool.
beauty of a set.
That's a lot of wrought iron.
That's
is
a
a lot of wrought
beauty of
iron.
a set. I think there's a bit too much of the. I think that tones it down. But it looks great though.
I think
oh,
I
Mayo,
would've-
look, your Fright Nights. There's a little banner on the tower, a little cameo there. I'd love to see it.
There's a banner for the Fright Nights logo there,
You love to see
and
it.
there's some bats hanging out in the rafters. I think this would have been better if they used more of the used more of the purple than the dark red.
I disagree a little bit. I think it should have been less black and more purple.
Yeah, because like I think if
the red is good.
I think if I think that the red kind of contrasts with the purple, but that's up to personal opinion, and I'm sure other people have their thoughts about this. You can see a chef at the bottom right corner is holding a pumpkin that they've just grown.
Yes. Yeah. Johnny G says we'll flick through the photos here, so we'll move to the next one.
Let's scroll through some of the
See
photos.
what else we got here.
There's
Split up
there's
from the other
pictures of
side.
yeah.
That's not too crazy.
And
Moving
they've-
onwards
they
again.
tried to set up a bay window, and they've got some autumn trees at the base, and there's the
Ooh,
back.
that's a good picture of this. That's a good picture of the set.
Yeah. So actually, no.
Oh
this
no!
looks like-
Also, wait, that can open up as well.
yeah, So
Oh.
this is its open formation. That's the closed formation.
I will say, if I had that set, I would display that in the open position probably all the time.
Yeah, because it looks like The closed position would be good in a layout. The open position would be good to put on a shelf.
And I appreciate how the maker of the set, I don't know who it was, I like that it has that flexibility, you know, like you can put it in all the different, you know what I'm talking about.
And
that's another good photo. That's a good photo as well.
I like the way that they got the lighting to be a little bit more grim, and they set it up where they put they put a bright light behind that doorway so that it looks like the room is lighted when it's not.
All right, next picture.
Yeah.
I want to see the inside. I want to see the inside. I don't care about the outside anymore.
Yeah. Here's some of the inside.
I like. It's pretty.
So you've got a grave or a crypt on the inside. That's a little bit uncanny, which is Halloween.
Tomb, I think.
There's some of the
vampire.
So they've got a jail, a holding cell in there.
Yeah, I think this set was definitely made to be looked at from the outside.
Yeah,
it's much less.
Unfortunately,
from the inside.
Bricklink designer program sets don't have the best interiors.
But I mean, got to give it to them when it's there. The outside looks phenomenal, but
and there's all the minifigs.
Yeah,
I think that chef is my favorite just because he's holding the pumpkin.
Yes, the pumpkin. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So there's a lot.
You
of
know what
different
time it is,
areas.
Mayo? Can you
Yeah.
guess what time it is?
I don't know.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Well, before we
Where
get
is
to
he?
that, let's see. Yes. Yeah. So the vampires. Oh, also, Yolo wants us to talk about. There's something strange in your neighborhood. So who you're gonna call Ghostbusters? Let's look at the Ghostbusters firehouse. Let's look
Let's
at
see
the
it.
Ghostbusters firehouse.
This is a classic set.
From 2015.
Not
This will
not a
be-
Halloween set. I don't know if I'd call this Halloween because it's a giant firehouse, but it is a classic set.
It's such a an art deco building executed perfectly with the Lego brick building system.
Mayo throwing out the big words here. Whew, it's fancy.
And you got
That's
the
how you know it's
ghosts.
serious.
You got the ghosts hanging off the side. It's a similar build style to the Lego Modular Collection Fire Brigade. You've got the garage room on the bottom to store the Ecto One. Of course, you got the Ghostbusters figures, and I always like how they had Slimer holding the hot dog. And as cool as the exterior architecture for the set looks, the interior is what I really like.
Yeah, this is what you love to see. An interior, first of all, you know, that's always nice.
This is Lego interior details done right.
This is... Oh, this looks so good.
Slimer's coming out of the toilet.
I like the arm pieces on Slimer.
And they're eating that New York.
Oh, they got
style-
arm printing too, and they got...
Yeah, they got the shoulder pads and the company logo.
Yeah, I think that if they hadn't put
With
the
their pockets.
Ghostbusters on the shoulder, that would have been the biggest flop that they probably could have ever done. I'm not gonna lie.
And I'm pretty sure this purple ghost uses pieces mainly from the Screaming Banshee, but recolored from the series 14 CMFs. And there's the back of the box.
Ooh, that's a nice box too. I can't lie.
I like the glowing green. See, this was back when Lego didn't revert with Lego didn't simplify things with the boring black design. This is when they actually put effort into their boxes.
It's like this looked good.
Yeah, and made it.
You know what's
synthetic.
interesting about the box is it's not even that complex. Just that little background green fog, but it still looks so good. But it's not like it's nothing crazy.
Yeah. Dario says, let's all buy Belleville sets and make them great again. That
no
YOLO
offense.
is trying to buy
offense,
that dog.
Dario, but if I ever see that dog again, my pants will be more brown blood. So let's probably not do that. Preferably.
Never Pig wants to Transylvania Castle.
Fair enough. I mean,
Okay,
it's gonna,
and I think
it's gonna look good.
I think last what we'll cover my picks of the Scooby Doo sets. So Lego Scooby Doo. Let's go to brick set.
No, yeah.
Yeah, let's go to brick set and find the listings for the Scooby Doo theme. So we're on Scooby Doo. Okay. So you got the poly bag with Scooby and Shaggy. You got the Mummy Mystery, but
it's not
the Mystery Plane Adventures. But this is something this is probably my favorite is the Mystery Machine, just because of the reference to Briggsar. Because this was set 75902, the Mystery Machine, Scooby Doo theme, 2015, 301 pieces, 3 minifigures, retailed for $30 9 years ago, and I think this set has gone up in value 10 times.
Yeah, I mean, it's the friggin' Mystery Machine. It's got great minifigs. I don't really know what else you want from it.
Yeah.
There's
a reason this set has gone up in value by 1,000%, because the mystery machine is just as iconic as the Ecto one. You got the tree that is alive, and and Shaggy has got his absurdly big sandwich.
Naturally. And it's got a little ghost minifig too.
Yeah.
Zombie dude, yeah. Haunted Lighthouse. Let's take a look at that one. This one I remember. I don't know. I like this one. It's got a nice little build there. You see the playability. It's just a nice little lighthouse build. Comes with a lot of good accessories. I think nice little speedboat.
And something I'm just noticing is that rock formation forms a skull.
Yar, me mateys.
Yeah,
it's
it's got that orange 1x1 round brick meant to look like a pirate's
golden tooth.
A pirate's golden tooth.
Yes.
I mean, they've done a lot of lighthouses, so this just kind of blends in with the other lighthouses with the Scooby-Doo aesthetic. So when I think of Scooby-Doo, this one doesn't particularly come to my mind, but the Mystery Mansion definitely does.
This one we need to think.
75904 Scooby-Doo, also 2015, 860 pieces, 6 minifigures, retailed for $90 back in the day.
Right here. So we got the glow-in-the-dark ghost, which you are so fond of.
Yeah.
So firstly, it's already got something good.
The cousin
it has
of
most of the gang. You got Shaggy.
There's Velma,
Daphne, Velma, Scooby. We're just missing Fred, I think.
Yeah. And you've got the Venus flytrap that's alive. You got the vampire. You got the vampire underneath the clock. You got the pumpkin growing in the greenhouse. You got the tree that's growing out of the building. You got windows that have been boarded up.
Yes, the boarded window gang is back.
Yeah,
justice for the boarded windows.
And you got a better color scheme because you got the graded grays mixed in with the purple, and that's the Harry Potter castle roof piece.
This is what I was saying. This is what you're getting at. Yeah. See, with that, with the castle. Hello, Scott's Blocks.
Hey, Scott.
With the oh hey Mayo. I thought hey oh Mayo. I thought I said oh hey Mayo, like oh he's here too. That's cool, I guess, even though it's on his channel. Cool.
Yeah. So now that Scott's Blocks here, let's do this for Scott really quickly. PPP.
The weed.
This was okay. See, this is what I was talking about for the vampire castle. If that purple was like a dark red, I don't think it would look bad. I think it's just that black is such an overpowering, color, But I think they did a really nice job on the colors here.
Yeah.
I think the purple.
This is gonna be a really weird comparison, but the Vampire's Castle Bricklink Designer Program kind of reminds me of Brick Hive's mock of his Mustafa, a build that he took to Brick World Chicago 2 years ago that I had the presence of seeing in person.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm assuming that they'd look familiar.
Yeah, so like it's one of those situations where if you know, you know. And I like the way that they recolored that Technic piece in a graded orange to form the clock hand.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is my second favorite of the Scooby-Doo sets. The Mystery Machine is more iconic, but this is more Halloween-y in my opinion, just because you've got more of the gothic elements. Yes, it's nice to get a tree that has a face, but this has the gothic side of Halloween that I really like.
Yeah, I like
who can say no? Who can say no to a Venus flytrap?
Depends how close you are to it, I'd say. But I like the two-tone gray, of course, boarded window gang. The greenhouse, it looks like a rundown greenhouse, and I like the pumpkin specifically on the greenhouse, because greenhouses typically have plants. They're greenhouses.
And
I like the clock detail.
This greenhouse reminds me of one of the builds from one of the Harry Potter sets.
Yeah, I like the purple. I think the purple's a great addition on here. It looks good. I don't. There's not so much to say about it. It's just looks good.
I wanna say the purple cosmetics of this set probably inspired a lot of people's mocks of Dr. Doofenshmirtz's tower from Phineas and Ferb.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
Yeah. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
Yeah, I haven't watched
And
Phineas and Ferb.
they had a microscale mystery machine, which I might be tempted to build one day without the mystery machine sticker.
Yeah, it's a nice little build.
I need to find instructions of how to build that, and they made an influencer kit for this. And Brixar traded his to Brick Trains for the two Lego trains that came out in 2018. And Brick Trains got the better end of that trade because this set, this influencer kit is, I believe, $1,000 now. Yeah, so that was the Scooby-Doo. If anyone has any other suggestions of Halloween sets they want us to cover, we'll talk about that. But we're just about to end this stream. So it's been... I wasn't expecting us to go for almost 2 hours covering this, but I had a good time today. Started off rather slow, but there was enough for us to talk about, and we definitely shared our insights.
Yeah. For the record, and no one, and I'm not being forced to say this at all, but I loved that dog so much. Great set, 10 out of 10. Please don't come after me, dog. Please refrain.
Yeah. So
I loved your set. It was very cool. Your owner was, I'm very, very nice. They have a good house. Please, dog. Please, I beg of you.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go get something because after this stream ends, we're only 25 subscribers away from 900 now. So after this stream, I'm gonna get y'all to raid off to full of brick. But you can find links to Crimson Toaster's YouTube and Instagram in the description in the description below. Every now and then Crimson requests to come on, and when we can get that officially organized, then we get him on, because it seems like Crimson always has something to talk about.
Oh, definitely. Also, quickly, would like to interject something. 13. I'm 13 away from 700, so that'd be pretty cool if y'all could help out. Thank you. And secondly, this Sunday, so it'd be, I think, tomorrow for you, Mayo, but 2 days for the U.S. gang, is my 1-year channel anniversary. So that's pretty cool. Gonna do like a pretty long stream for that. So that's the plan anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just notice what's that build on your
Right here? No,
on
right
your,
here.
Yeah, on your chest of drawers behind you.
Here?
Yeah,
Or
to your right.
There. Wait, no, there.
No, sorry.
There.
No, sorry. To our right, to your left.
There. That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's
right
that?
up there is the Star Wars Advent Calendar. Right over there is a land ship mock. Right over there we have some custom vehicles for Star Wars that I made a couple years ago. Right, you can't really. My head's in the way. I'm not gonna do anything else. Right down there we have some Clone Wars vehicles. Below them, on the shelf below, there's AT-AT. And this one right here, which you pointed out, I'm getting all these angles wrong.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly talk about the white one over there is a snow base from Star Wars. And then this one here is the base that I was working on when you let me on for the one, 24-hour stream you did, Mayo. Or not 24-hour stream, but the long one.
Yeah.
It's finished. The base.
Nice. And so, do you have photos of that on your Instagram, which we've left in the description below?
I believe there is. I can check. If there aren't any pictures of it, then I'll add them. Then I'll add them. Yes, there are some pictures of. There's some pictures of the base, Bionicle mock I did, Hero Factory, and then that snow base as well. But I'll put a couple more up when the stream ends. I'll add a couple more pictures to the Instagram.
Yeah. Anyway, it was fantastic to get Crimson Toaster back on today. So thank you for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Thank you for the subscribers who have subscribed because of this stream. Thank you for the subscribers who have subscribed because of my previous video. We'll see you next time at 9 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night in North America, which now that Australia is in daylight saving, will start at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time every Saturday. And next week we will be talking about the Halloween minifigures that we're interested in. Hopefully we'll get hopefully RC will have power then. And just on a side note, I'm going to go back to binge watching Zoe 101. So Jamie Lynn Spears says, good night, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Go right off to Fall of Wick right now. And let's roll the credits.
The
Bye,
toast
guys.
popped. I gotta get the toast. The toast popped.
Bye, guys. Thank you for supporting Mayo Hosko Media. Your viewership is very important to us. Tell YouTube you like us by smashing the like button. Let your thoughts be known in the comments down below. Never miss out on any more LEGO content from us by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. Stay tuned for live streams every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern in North America and monthly city updates on the last Wednesday or Thursday of every month. If you like Minecraft and gaming streams, follow us on Twitch, Mayo_Hosko, no capital letters. Twitch streams every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern in North America. To be in the know, follow us on Instagram and Twitter
at real_Mayo Hosko. Have fun with us on our Discord server. Friend us on Facebook and join the fan club group. For business inquiries, email us at mayohosko@gmail.com. For historical inquiries, check out our website. For special community perks, including behind the scenes, voting rights, and early access videos, become an investor today by pledging to us on Patreon. Links in the description. Watch this video recommended to you, or check out this playlist if you missed any previous videos of the same genre. This has been Mayo Hosko, and I am a fan of old LEGO. #AFOOL.